You got to go with a guy in form. You got to go with a guy that's experienced, and the guy just go out and play well. Take advantage of the opportunity.
JohnSanden played pretty well on Thursday, but the last couple of days he's been off, but did make the cut. Right on the number at -4. That one goes a little bit long here at 1.
I can't lay and even Harris English winning multiple times this year.
Well, that's a really good shot by Scott Pierce. You can see him just one bounce and check.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem.
These greens are absolutely perfect, and I have nicknamed this man the prototype because he is what I believe a lot of golfers will look like moving forward.
You certainly have to have the body type. That helps, but if they can emulate this golf swing, they will do well. The lines are great. Very powerful, and he likes to change trajectory with his driver.
Well, and that's a pretty good start here for Cam.
Also from Sydney, Australia, Greg Chalmers.
Fought so hard to try and get that elusive victory on this tour, and it was great to see.
Why do you think so many of the 40-somethings are not only playing well on the PGA Tour, but winning on the PGA Tour?
Well, they've been inspired for sure. They continue to work hard, but you can use that once you lose the sharpness of some of the tools.
All right, good chip there for JohnSanden.
And for second, it doesn't matter.
That is very true. And we will see Steve Stricker later today. He played here this week instead of defending his title at the U.S. Senior Open. And he's been getting a lot of credit for that, and rightfully so. He won last week another senior major as Scott Piercy is able to secure his par. All right, now JohnSanden for his par.
Australia. Consummate professional, always working extremely hard. Actually led the tour in strokes gained putting 2013. So that's the strength of Snake's game.
There you can see why it's going to be a little bit slower today.
16 on 26, down to 140.
It gets picked up quite a bit since we came on the air, and this shot for Chalmers, 144 away. This is coming in on a pretty good line, just right of the hole. Smart shot there. But yeah, it's definitely wind picking up some. The rain still coming down at a pretty good rate. A little bit more difficult. Maybe the little more compact sand will help that though. Yeah, sounded a little heavy. That's out to the right. Actually came out a little low. And okay, not bad.
Yeah, probably got a little moisture there. That was probably more of a splat than the hit.
Pretty good speed. Good line.
Yeah, you're right about that. Easy opening par 4. Let's go back to the tee here at 1, and getting his day started is Andrew Landry.
It's won on the tour a couple of times. Reminds me a lot of Zach Johnson. Closed face guy, great wedge player.
Excuse me, Aiken, South Carolina, Matthew Neesmith.
All right, so Landry is playing with Matthew Neesmith. And Neesmith quietly having a solid year for him. Easily inside the top 125. Really heading into the last couple of weeks, you want to be inside the top 105 to 110, and then it really doesn't matter what you do at the Wyndham, you're going to get in.
Speed in the golf swing. And collegiately at South Carolina, and won on the Corn Ferry Tour a couple of years ago, PGA Tour.
All right, Greg Chalmers now for his birdie at 1.
Yeah, coming up the hill, working from his left to right.
So
He's one of the best. 4.5 feet. Watch how still he stays. And you talk him up, he lets you down.
So he will
Driver, he likes to launch it high when he's trying to hit it far. Standard, then he can hit this low one if he wants to try and squeeze it in play. This one, I think you'll tee the ball higher and just try and hit it as high as you can.
And that was a lot of his issue on Saturday, and you wonder if the swing is slowing down, if he's a little fatigued. That went out to the right.
Well, you saw the club head speed at 113. He's averaging right around 1 or whatever, so you have to take some speed out of the golf swing.
Now Greg Chalmers on the tee.
This one seems to be down the middle.
One of the hardest things to do is I feel badly for John. I've spent 10 years. Yeah, CamDavis has got all the tools, and get that victory, man, what a boost in confidence that'll give you. I think he'll sort of rise. You'll see him rising to the top of more and more leaderboards.
Andrew Landry.
I love to hit the little draw, and with that whole location just 3 from the left edge, ordinarily it would have been beneficial.
Amazing sponsor. There is the leaderboard. As you can see, the leader still a few hours away from their tee times and just getting around in their hotels or Airbnbs and trying to think about what they have in front of them today. One of those names, or one of the names on the second page of the leaderboard. All that just from 2021. A lot of fun here on PGA Tour Live. All right, back out to 2. Second shot for Greg Chalmers.
And just a layup from 244.
All right, so he stays in the fairway. Love a good look there. Let's go back to 1 and Andrew Landry.
Yeah, lengthy putt, 45 feet all the way across the green. He's also a very good putter. See if he can judge the pace correctly, which he did.
That question. CamDavis. Wow, long stuff, Johnny.
Yeah, really thick lie, 216. Let's just try to get it back in play.
Yeah, the good thing here, the more this goes left, the better angle he's going to have to that right hole location. So crossing the path has helped.
What is your mentality when you've won, in the last 3 to 4 years, but yet right now you're not playing good enough to be in the top 125? What is that mentality like?
Yeah, you don't change anything. If you had never won before and you were a couple of times, and so just keep doing the same things. Hope for better results.
136. Cam, this one out to the right.
Oh boy.
And that's going to be fun right there.
Yeah, that ain't no good right there. That's a huge miss. You cannot miss it over there. Obviously the rough is so thick and just retaining so much moisture, and then no green and everything.
I guess I should say despite the conditions.
The ball slightly below his feet too, and just try to avoid the moisture between club face and the golf ball so it doesn't skip.
Coming in on a pretty good line. Yeah, all right. Gets the skip and good shot.
Yep.
All right, so that rolls out just a little bit, but he'll have a decent look at a birdie to get to 4 under par. Every shot matters, no matter if you're this just a moment ago. CamDavis, his 4th shot here at 2.
That was not that easy right there, guys. That was incredible. Yeah, good look at birdie here. Kind of back up the hill slightly and should work to his right. Very uncharacteristic miss back on the first for Greg Chalmers from short range. Generally a very good putter.
Good ones always back up the bad misses. No, not there. That was pretty wide too.
All right, Roger Sloan at the first.
A long way back, 172 yards, but judged it well.
I have a feeling that's going to be a very popular spot today. Davis cleans up his par too. Nick Watney at 1.
Well, playing it from where you're supposed to, from the
Sit down.
fairway. 136.
Sit. Okay.
All right. Like you said, very difficult par 3 today. 193 up 12, 205 into the wind. Rain coming down even harder now.
And that's a nice swing. Just center of the green. Turn it towards the flag.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And basically just an effort to not lose speed at this age. It's been pretty fun, and see Greg there quite often. This one just left, needs to get down. Ooh, that's going to be a tricky little pitch right there.
Especially with it wet from the closely mown area.
A lofted club out, so he's obviously going to try to take this one upstairs and see what he can do and try to spin this one.
Yeah, I think the problem with this is that it's going to skid before it spins. So tough to get the right contact.
All right, so.
Wasn't much.
All right, let's see here. Boy, you see that rain coming down. DJ Trahan, we had him in our featured group coverage on Saturday. He's starting his final round at -5.
All right.
See Michael from the left side of the fairway. But used to have a really, really strong grip. You see how his left arm sort of kinks in with the wrist. He's neutralized that left grip a little bit more. It does like to turn it down.
The classic one-armed follow through, and that's normally the case.
Yeah, just outside 50 feet, working up left to right. And never had that one high enough. Good speed, though. Heavy on days like today. And this putt for Chalmers now just down the hill slightly to the right.
That's going to slide by. He's in the wrestling business. He started traveling when he was 13 years old. I went to his house a couple of years ago, and he took me into a back room, and he had these huge tubs. One was all hotel soap, hotel shampoos, hotel traveling on the road. You become a different kind of cat.
Yep.
So Chalmers taps that in for his birdie, and lead is at 16 under par. Sebastian Munoz has been the class of the field thus far. Can he finish the job today? We'll find out a little bit later on. It's top of the hour here on PGA Tour Live.